Hello and welcome from Lansdowne Road from wherever you're watching around the globe. Tonight we say farewell to Stephen Kenny and perhaps James McLean. Can the boys in black finish 2023 on a high? Find out tonight on The Green Machine. It was almost a perfect intro. Martin, well...
I love it. I thought it was very good.
Thank you very much. Sorry I sort of messed up there, guys. Yes, we are live from Lansdowne Road. Of course, Martin is live from his man cave in London. The team has just been announced. So before we do anything, before we talk about tonight's game, Stephen Kenny's last game in charge, and perhaps James McLean's last game for the Republic of Ireland, you never know, we're going to get into the starting lineup. Here we go. So in goal, we got Caoimhín Gallagher, Doherty right back. Shane Duffy comes in. He captains the side. We've also got McLean. We reckon he's going to play left back. Omabama Deli is going to play at the back. In midfield, we reckon it's going to be Jason Malumbi holding with Knight and McGrath. And up front, you got Sykes, Johnson, and up top, Mr. Adamaida. Still no Andy Moran. And yeah, why isn't James McLean captaining, Martin? How are you, by the way?
Yeah, good. Thanks, Dave. It's strange not to be in Dublin, but yeah, still recovering from a trip to Amsterdam, and real life gets in the way as well sometimes. But fair play to everyone there tonight. Looking forward to the game. Going to be watching it on RTE later on, so yeah, I'll have the insight from that, I suppose, seeing what the pundits all say, as we do expect it to be Stephen Kenny's last game. James McLean on the captaincy. I just think he's had his day, hasn't he, as the 100th one. I think it kind of detracts a little bit away from the tribute that was played that night. I think we've had it very much on his terms, as Stephen Kenny said, that he's going to be having his last match tonight. He's going to be honoured before the game. Some of the supporters groups are going to be presenting him with a nice kind of tribute, I suppose, including a very own from West London, Deck Finnegan. He's doing part of that presentation, which I think is a lovely thing to do. James McLean's never let us down, and I think he'll be rightly honoured tonight. Looking forward to a good performance from him and going out on his terms, as Stephen Kenny said.
Yeah, absolutely. And of course, we are Irish football's most interactive podcast, so do have your say, get involved. We're going to be live for about the next 15 or so minutes, and then we will be live immediately, well, almost immediately, probably 5 or so minutes after the final whistle. So, I mean, I don't know, Martin. I don't think it's going to be James McLean's last game. I think we're going to have an interim manager, and I think whoever comes in, he's going to bring him involved just to make sure that to give the next guy, keep his options open. That's just my take on the whole thing. What do you reckon?
Yeah, maybe. I mean, look, it was a difficult kind of situation. I think for Stephen Kenny, he made a decision not to pick him for the last game. First time that we all know now that James McLean had been left out of the squad since he made his debut. So difficult one for him to take. But, he says he is going out on his own terms. I think, he has mentioned as well family and stuff, but he's incredibly fit. I think he's not going to let us down if he does get the call back up again. And yeah, it wouldn't surprise me. It's Irish football, Glenn Whelan, we couldn't get rid of him. Not that we wanted to, but he was sent off a bit too early. Our heroes and our players who never let us down. I wouldn't be surprised either, Dave, if he is back.
I reckon he will be. Here is the program, by the way, €7. You can see there. It's definitely worth buying, especially if you head over to page 19, Martin. Guess what's on?
1 minute. Sorry, just kind of. What's that?
Yeah. I don't think so. You go over there. One night in Belfast and Seville. If you come up and see me here in the media section, I will sign it for you. Got Connor to my left here. Hold on. Here. Got to move that across.
Oh, this could go wrong.
That's not going anywhere.
No.
Actually, I've just, what I just realised? Do you know what I've just realised? There we go. I haven't had my proper camera on. Now, Connor, say hello. There he is. Republic of Ireland tracker. I'm trying to corrupt him in the media section for the first time. But Republic of Ireland tracker on Twitter. I'm sure you do follow it anyway. That's he's watching the Ireland-Italy game. How are we looking, Connor? 2-1 to Ireland. So doing well. The under-21's doing fantastic. Actually, before we get to the under-21s, because I want to talk a little bit about Andy Moran. Yes, so all seriousness, we got the programme here. However, I did have a read of Stephen Kenny's notes, Martin. Now, I know you're over there, you haven't read it yet, but it screamed farewell. basically starts off in very Stephen Kenny fashion. He talks about his dad's butcher shop in Ballyfermot, really, which started as a shed in Tala. And then he goes on about how vision and ambition are important, and it can take you to the darkest of places. Fair enough. And then he talks about clear pathways now available for underage talent, which is now brought through. Fair point. We also mentioned that Ireland have played at a high technical standard against the likes of France, Portugal, Serbia, Netherlands, etc. He also mentions about record crowds and all this kind of stuff. But he also, at the end, he thanks his staff for the support, and Keith Andrews and John O'Shea and all that. So, for me, that feels like a goodbye. I also read the CEO's message as well, Jonathan Hill. So you always have the president's message, the CEO's message, then the manager's message. And he goes on about, he basically says the table does not lie. And this is the quote, everyone in football is aware of that truth. So obviously talking about the results there not being good enough. He also mentions that discussions and people elsewhere will now decide the direction of travel for our men's senior team and doing what's right for football, for Irish football. That's yet again a quote. He also thanks everyone for working under him and names them individually. I mean, he names them, individually. He goes through everybody. Is he leaving or is this an end of year thing? And he also says that Stephen Kenny has always approached the job with professionalism, even mentioned Stephen's wife, Siobhan. So it's all very nice and all very cordial, but, we know the manager's leaving, but, maybe it's the CEO. Is he hinting at that as well, Martin, do you think?
Basically, I wouldn't have a problem with it, to be honest. I think I wouldn't. No, I don't think he's underachieved, and I think there's got to be questions to Stephen Kenny, rightly. But I have not been enamoured at all with the performance of Jonathan Hill and the administration side of the FAI ultimately. And we can talk about great attendances and things like that, but that's down to us, the followers of Irish football, who are putting our hands in our pockets in times of austerity, basically, and travelling around the world following them. And I kind of made the point, I actually posted there today, I've got a photo of my son with Keane with James McLean saying, basically, I would say most of the 103 caps that he's had for Ireland, I've been at the vast majority of them. That's just what it is to be an Irish fan. And tonight, I know it's probably hypocrisy me saying this, I'm not there, but normally I would be. I've got a season ticket. It's gone to good use this evening. But, Irish fans, we can't question our commitment, and people are still going to go and watch the team however we're doing. And, and I know there's the clash with the under-21s tonight where I think that's actually sold out, which is amazing, down in Turner's Cross.
Still 2-1, Connor?
I think there's just got to be a little bit of... I think we just got to take stock of Stephen Kenny's tenure and let a little bit of time dwell, get over Christmas and things like that. But also, I think there has to be hard questions from the FAI board, as we are accountable now to a board. There's got to be hard questions of them and their performance. And I think as well, not to go off too much of a tangent, Dave, but I think their performance in how they represent and how they support us as supporters, because I feel this year especially, Athens away was a debacle. The other night, we narrowly again missed out on tragedy happening to Irish fans at a game. I think the FAI have got to have serious questions on how they're actually engaging with supporters clubs.
Well, I did hear
in general to look after us.
Well, now I heard a little rumor that apparently there is a representative of UEFA here, and they're actually here tonight, and they're chatting away to some of the security staff and how they did queues and all that kind of thing. So I don't know what the conversation was going on, but there apparently is the UEFA representatives here. Well, that's a normal thing that we do. I don't know. Just a little bit back about tonight's match. We're going to be on for about the next 5 minutes. See your comments coming in there, guys. Keep them coming in. We will get to those in a second. But there's a lovely photograph here, I thought, with James McLean and Johnny Sexton, both going to be finishing up. Well, Johnny Sexton's already finished, and McLean will be finishing up tonight, apparently. I thought it was a lovely exchange there. And tonight, we are the boys in black. Martin, you actually called this. Here's the jersey. Let me just take that banner off there. Ireland will wear the new change kit against the All Whites. Nothing, I'm sure, to do with Christmas around the corner. You actually called this a couple of weeks ago. You said that we'd wear black in this fixture because they wear all white.
I'm the font of all knowledge, and I know what I'm on about, especially when it comes to some of this commercialism of kits and how they launch them and why we actually playing them. You see it, Man United do it sometimes. They bring out a new kit and they're playing, and it's weird. And you think, well, there's actually not a class there. This is the commercial world we live in. And, I knew that would happen tonight when we're playing the All Whites. It makes sense. Oh, we've got a black kit. Oh, we're the All Blacks against New Zealand. There's a little bit of a play on it, isn't it? And,
it does indeed. Right, we're going to just chat a little bit about tonight's game. We're going to get to your comments there. And don't worry, I'll be waving. So tonight's game, second meeting between the sides. The first was back in 2019. A 3-1 win for Ireland. And that was actually my first game in the press box, which is the most important statistic of tonight. It actually was. And then we had Denmark a few days later. New Zealand are 103rd in the rankings. We are 58. That is not our worst ranking, by the way. If we lose tonight, it will be the first time we have lost 3 at home since 1972, I believe. And the officials hail from Italy. And we do have VAR. So God knows how long we're going to be here tonight if we have a contentious decision to be made. Right, Martin, you ready for the comments? And I'll let you go.
Yeah, of course. Yep.
Good man. Nuri Newick. What a pile of poo that new third kid is. Yeah, it's not great, is it? Aaron Finnegan, McLean should have been given the armband tonight. I 100% agree. I don't know why. Why wouldn't you give it to him? It's his final night. Like, it makes absolutely no sense. Greg Foley. Dave, down here behind the Ireland goalkeeper warm-up goal with blue and white Murrow AFC flag. Gives a wave. How are you, Greg? Am I looking at the right? Hold on.
Ireland goalkeeper. Jesus.
Yeah, that way. I think that's no. Yeah.
No, you're on the right way. I know where you're waving. You're waving right now to your right. That's the warm-up Ireland will be in. Ireland warm up that end.
Cleveland Keller. I see him there. Well, there you goes, lads. Anyway, if you are waving back at me, I see someone waving at me. I don't know if that's
you. And apologise to everyone in the North Stand in their houses, coming out of the showers. Some weirdo up in the stands, looking out into the houses behind the North Stand is waving to them. Fair play. The voyeur. You can't stop being a voyeur, can you?
No. Voyeur. Jason Fitzsimons gives a wave, Dave, beside the Ireland training goals. How you doing, Jason?
Jesus Christ, Dave.
Everyone wants a bit of Dave today. Remember, if you see me outside the ground running to the chipper, I'll sign my program for you. There you go, lads. See, they all love me, Martin.
They will love a bit of Davey.
They all love a bit of Davey. It's not just London, not just the babes on Bumble. You know what I mean? Shane Brown, you lads are troopers. Thank you, Shane. Thanks for all you do. Enjoy a few days in Bruges after Amsterdam and tracking the under-21s and not get the senior updates. Your work is gold for fans not lucky enough for RTE to provide a bit of access to real player. Bullshit restrictions from RTE. Thank you very much, Shane. That's the Irish lads running on the pitch there, by the way. Thank you very much, Shane. I think you're very good. Thank you for your comments. We do this because we love it. We don't get paid for it, not yet anyway. And it'll always be free. And yeah, we love it. We absolutely love it. We've both been sick as dogs, haven't we, Martin? We're still traveling with the boys in green. Well, I am. You're at home, but anyway, you're in Amsterdam. I'll give you that. Martin Shields, Turkey also beating Norway on the 21s. This could be a good night for the under 21s. Nice one. Norway obviously did the business against us. 3-2. JC on YouTube, can't beat a night at TV under lights. The beauty of Lansdowne Road setting, perfectly illuminated, makes all of the turgid football worthwhile. Do you know what? I have to say, Martin, I was buzzing coming to this game today. I love sitting in Lansdowne Road. I love the view over here, looking over, Dublin Bay and Ringsend in the background. As I know you wouldn't get it, if you were looking at Big Ben, you'd probably feel a bit more at home, Martin. But, being an Irishman,
you're giving me serious FOMO here, Dave. I am now regretting not coming over, but that's just the way it is. And
yeah,
I know what you mean. I'm going to be. I could wax lyrical about this now, but I know what you mean. Like, if there is something special about going to our home games and our stadium, we should be very rightly proud of it. Got amazing history of it as well. But there is that under the lights. I'm hoping now we're going to get a good performance and loads of goals for you tonight.
Yeah, I believe 4-3-3. I believe that's formation. Hold on a second. Connor, are we going 4-3-3 tonight? You think so? Hold on.
I don't know. I think so. I don't know. It could be a 5 at the back. He could play Sykes wing back.
He could
on the right, but I'd say it's more likely a 4-3-3. I don't know. What do you think? What do you think?
So we say 4-3-3.
4-3-3. Sykes on the right. That's what I think.
If it's not 4-3-3, you're getting it, Connor, making me look stupid in front of my fans. Yes, and anyway, Connor over there, he's watching the Italian game. Yet again, our Republic of Ireland tracker, give them a follow over on Twitter. They do fantastic work. Right, we're going to finish off the last couple of comments. Great Farrell, how you doing, Gray? Watching the under 21s play Italy, doing very well, putting them under pressure. Come on, you boys in green. Not sure I'm even arse watching the seniors. Tip-tap around Lansdowne for 90 minutes. Again, what's the point in Kelly calling Moran up? Very quickly on that, Martin. Very true, isn't it? Why isn't Andy Moran starting? He should be down at Turner's Cross playing with his players, or with his under 21s.
Yeah, well, I think he will cap him tonight, and that will probably be a big thing that, Irish fans who are there tonight will be able to see a debut of a player who's going to be very important for us in the next campaign. And, they're not going to hold him back. They're going to let him go there. And hopefully when he goes back to his club, he's going to perform as he has done. I think, it's a positive on the night, and let's treat it positively. And results are going well at the moment for the under 21. So, yeah, let's just see.
We'll see what happens. Darren O'Grady, Duffy always 100% committed whenever he has played, but surely his time has passed. So cannot see how he makes a team, let alone captain. Yeah, I mean, that's all for the next manager. Martin Shields, we're going all out attack with 5-0. Kenny 7-year contract and Lennon as assistant. Could you imagine it? Anyway, we're going to leave it there. Thank you very much for watching, Martin. Thank you for jumping on board. I'm going
3-0. Can I not give my prediction, Dave?
Go on, give your prediction.
All right, I'm going 3-0 Ireland. I think Ida will get the first goal, so if you want to have a bet on that, not that I do gamble responsibly, but I'm going for that. And I do hope that the Irish fans give a lot of support to Stephen Kenny, give a nice farewell to him and James McLean for the services they've done. I do want to see it all positive. I do want a good night for us Irish football. We've had a tough year, lots of challenges, as we said, and it's going to be start for something new, hopefully. And under 21s are doing well. It's showing the future is bright there. They can hold out and get good results. So let's get behind the lads. Is my little kind of last.
I hope so too. 41,000 tickets sold. There won't be 41,000 here. I mean, but look, I hope he gets it. I hope he gets a good send off tonight. I will be watching, so we might be a little bit later because I want to watch. I want to hear the reaction he gets. I'm going to be focusing on that tonight. I'm going to be homing in on that like a pigeon on the chip in Leicester Square. So yeah, we'll see what happens. But anyway, listen, we're going to be back tonight. I reckon it's going to be 2-2. I don't think we'll win. I don't think this is a given tonight. I think the players aren't going to be arsed. They don't want to get injured. Big games coming up the weekend. Liverpool City. Not that we have any players in that, but you know what I mean. Like there's Premier League's coming back. I don't think they're going to want to get injured.
I think they'll be able to play though tonight. I think they'll just open them up naturally and we'll be clinical and stuff. It won't be anything too exciting, but there's not going to be no pressure on the ball. It will just be like a training match. Ultimately.
I reckon it'll be 2-2. We're going to see some laps of defense. Anyway, that's my prediction. Anyway, we're going to leave it there. Thank you very much. I'm going to grab a hot dog. See you guys 5 or so minutes after the final whistle. We'll see you then. Martin, all the best. Look after yourself.
Cheers.
And we'll all be live tomorrow night for the review. If you can't make it tonight, we will be live from the review. Just depends on what time I get my plane at. Anyway, listen, we'll see you after the game. Enjoy the game wherever you are. And money boys in green.